Hello. How is everybody? Yeah, Carolyn McFox, I'm so glad you had that emote because that person might be the same person that designed that starting soon screen, and I totally forgot to put them, like I just got it. I totally forgot to put them on, like give them credit for it on my page. So I'm so glad I saw that emote. I was like, oh shit, I haven't done that yet. Um, I think she's the one that designed the my starting soon. I'm not sure if that person also has an Etsy shop, but either way, I still have to give that person credit. Um, so I am writing that down in my planner. So thank you for the reminder. How's everybody feeling today? How many times have you cried today? How many times have you almost cried today? Um, Credit the artist, Allison. Jeez. You cried a couple times. A lot of crying. I know. It's so. I was like, what is going on? Oh, wait. Cancer, full moon. Duh. Like that whole thing that you're like, wrote a planner about and like are streaming about tonight. You haven't cried yet? Oh, Capricorn. Perfect. Of course, the Capricorn hasn't cried yet. I'm just kidding. You know I'm always kidding with you, Tea Time Talks, right? You know I love you. So how about we just kind of hang out and not cry together? Um, Crafting always makes me feel better, so we can craft. I was just um, big sad in your face. That's what it feels like. It almost even feels like a new moon. I was kind of like all day today. I'm like, wait, am I supposed to get my period? Like, what is happening? Like, I just feel like I want to curl up in a ball and like hide under a blanket. Oh, you're Cancer rising. See, that's a good combo. That's a nice balance. Ooh, you got your candle ready too. Yay! Thank you. I've got seashells here, and I've got. Oh my gosh, I had a song that I meant to play during the starting soon, but I forgot to. I have a seashell. This is inspired by this little seashell here, that was gifted to me, and they have a song called. I think it's called Siren Song, but it talks about somebody who wears seashells everywhere they go, and it felt kind of cancery moon energy, so I've got seashells instead of my regular crown today. Yeah. So same Carolyn McFloss. I'm like, wait, no, like I just just had my period. Why am I feeling like this? But doesn't it feels like new moon, want to hide in a cave, um, about to start your period, want to cry all the time. Energy. That sums up the Cancer moon. Okay, stream over. That's it. we 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 already defined what the Cancer moon is. Um, I've got all of my supplies around me. You felt like that too? Well, I think I'm like maybe I'm ovulating. What's happening? I've got my scissors. I got my glue. I got my pulley printer. Does everybody have their stuff? I got some new markers to try out. Look at all these colors. I'm feeling fancy. I got a list to keep me on task. As on task as that many Post-its can be. What are we doing? I don't know. What are we doing? Amber, you're allowed to be sad. I give you permission. You refuse to leave the house today. Well, okay, see, that's the thing that Cancer teaches us. It's to fight with your little crabby claws hands for your own self-care. Tell people to back off when they're in your space and stay home if you want to. Like, it's your job to take care of your self-care. Like, cut out the things that are not taking care of you. I've got my candle too. I don't know if I showed that. Um, I know. I actually did. No, I didn't go out in public today, or at least I didn't encounter anybody today. Right? Yeah. So that's good. um. Well, thank you all for being here and hanging out with me tonight. We have lots of things to do. Who's already set up their planner though? That's the question. I thought I had kind of set mine up, but then I went to like look at it today. I need to be done with the 2022 planner. So that's my goal of this evening. If anybody doesn't have their Adjust a Phase Moon planner, I can show you where to get one, or I have some free PDF printable things that might inspire you to participate tonight. Gizmo's hiding behind me, by the way. So he says hello, welcome to Wonderland. Whoops, no, he can stay. Let's just get this one out of the way. You're behind us setting up this year. Like I started in 2023 this week, but I was still doing the mood tracker in the 2022. And so just now before stream, I was trying to transfer the mood tracker over to 2023, and I totally fucked it up. So like I just put a big X on the mood tracker because I totally messed it up. Okay, so let me see what I can give to anybody who has access to a printer or just wants to look at something, or can digitally access digitally do something with
Curiouser and
with a
curiouser.
PDF. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ooh. Thank you, Haley. Thank you for following. How are you? Welcome to Wonderland. How do I move that back up? We missed our beautiful stream notification or follow notification. Wait, that should totally be on top of everything, right? Right. Let me move that. Okay. The printable. Okay, so we've got a bunch of them. So this one is a I should have just put them all in one thing so that I don't have to do a million commands. But so this one is a moon phase wheel that you can correspond to your menstrual cycle. Well, there it is. Aha! Aha! So the link that I just put in the chat is this one here. So we're just going to cut out this small wheel and put it into the center there, and you can, so the outer wheel is for the moon cycle, and then the inner wheel is for your personal cycle, and that way you can kind of see like how you compare, how your cycle compares to the moon phase. So I think we're going to start doing that because that's like the easiest thing. What else do I have? If you would like to color or explore the zodiac signs, there's 2 links here. One of them, the first one is just kind of like, it's all the zodiac signs. But since we're gonna go through all of the zodiac signs, I think that would be a useful one to have. They're just like these little things. They kind of look like that. Oh wait, I can show you on this one. They're these. So they're these. So you can color along with us because we are going to go through the entire zodiac system tonight. And that way you can like get familiar with all of the zodiac signs, and you can color in with colors that you associate with those signs, which I think is really helpful to remember for remembering all the different zodiac signs. So that first link is these little images here. I think there's like some other information with it too. I can't remember. That was from last year. But I figured we may as well reuse it this year too. And then the second one is this chart here, which is really just a blown up version of the birth chart that's in the planner here at the beginning. And even better, if you supported on Kickstarter, so this is just a blown up version of this right here. So if you supported on Kickstarter and got a birth chart overview, that came with a coloring page, so that would be like the best thing to use, because that is basically like this chart plus your birth chart. So, and the things that you can color in too. So those are all the links that you can print out, and I do have more links. I don't want to like overload you with everything, but I have more links for the for finding your birth chart. But let's just like stop here and make sure that everybody has what they need. And if anything doesn't work, let me know and I'll see if I can try to fix it. And then we can answer any questions about finding your birth chart. I mean, there's a bunch of different websites that you can go to. And I printed out this is my retrograde and my new moon and full moon, which is one of these QR codes that's in the front here. Yeah, this is the transit chart one over here. So that's what it looks like when you print it out. And I would like to go over the chart one gave you problems. Okay, let me see. Oh, need access? Okay. I just uploaded that one, so I probably didn't change all the settings yet. Where is it? I thought I had done that, but I must have missed it. Drive. Wait a minute, that's not the right one. I'm glad that you saw that. Okay. Manage versions? No. Where do I put permissions? Oh, manage access. Yay. Anyone with, okay. Anyone with a link should be able to use it now. I guess I should keep that up just in case we need that again. Okie dokie. Yay! I'm glad you got it. And then what's the other one? Okay, and then so I'll put the links for these charts. We won't really need, I don't know, we don't really need these tonight, but it would be a good idea to pull up your birth chart. So let me put those links. So here's a birth chart calculator. Oh, thank you for the feedback, Carolyn. I'm glad that works. Okay. You know what? I don't think I have my birth chart in front of me. Oh wait, duh, I have it on the computer. I'll just pull it up there just in case. Yeah, okay. Because I think I'm just gonna mostly be working with the zodiac pages here. Okay, so let's cut out the moon cycle wheel. I think I'm gonna cut like the whole thing out, even the instructions. Right, because then it'll just be like a little flappy flap thing. And this might be really helpful since all of us thought we were starting our period today. Did anybody lose their
Curiouser
brat
and
and have to go buy
curiouser.
a box of like 5,000? I was like, can't they come in like a little packet of like 10? Like, I don't need 1,000. And I guess like you could get really fancy and like put a pretty color paper on the back of it or something. Do I want to get really fancy? I don't know. We'll see. You can always add to it later, I guess. Yeah, I felt like it, like I just like my body felt like it. I was like, what? What day is it? I checked. Like I have 2 apps. I was like, what? What is happening? And does anybody know where they fall? This in the oh Carly, hey, how are you? You used to be synced, um, but then it changes. So, I until like the last couple of years, I can't tell where the center is. I um I always thought that I was like totally out of sync and like it would never come when I thought it was going to come and like I was like what the hell's going on? But then when I've like kept up with tracking for a year because like I felt like I needed to like hold myself accountable for just the sake of the planner and for like being on top of it because you know in the past like I've always been pretty good about it, especially since there's so many apps. Um I didn't really do that in the center. So there's so many apps that track it, it just makes it really easy. So like I've been tracking my cycle for years, but there's always, you know, that month that you like forget or a couple of months that you forget. And but then when I started doing it on paper like this, my it's not out of whack. It's like my cycle is in alignment with the seasons, meaning in the wintertime, like right now, I have my period on the new moon. In the summertime, I have my period on the full moon. And in between that, I have like all the other phases too. So like right now like this last like the winter solstice new moon like I was synced with the new moon, but then in the summertime, I'm synced with the full moon. So it's like it goes through all of the cycles. Like my personal cycle goes through all of the cycles. Oh, thank you. Thank you for shouting that out, Carly. Yeah, so this is the Just a Phase Moon Planner. It's available on Amazon or directly from the publisher, which is what that link is here. But we do have a printable of this page if you would like to or have access to a printer and can print it out. Wheel. So that link right there will take you to just this page. It's a larger version of it. This is a little bit smaller, but it should still work. Whee! So now I can move this throughout the year. Like next month, it's going to be like there. And like my entire life, I've thought like, God, my cycle is so out of whack. Like, what's wrong with me? And it's like it's just following like the year, like it's just going in like its own cycle. You cycle with your birthday. Interesting. So in a way, I kind of do too. 'Cause my birthday's in the summer. And we usually have like a Leo new moon. This isn't making sense. This is gonna sound backwards. So like the full moon, the full Aquarius moon in August is usually when I have my cycle. So it's like the opposite, if that makes sense. So it's kind of in alignment with my birthday. It's like the opposite. I mean, if you've used any of those apps before, you might be, even if you skip a month, you might be able to like figure it out. Like, like I really want to go back 5 years ago and see if that was always the case. But the last 2 years, it's been like that. And I only like discovered that last year, like after all this time. Well, I've always used one because I always thought it was just like totally out of whack. I was like, what is going on? So I've always used one as long as I've had a smartphone. And I never like just noticed that correlation until I started following the moon with it. Because I was always like, oh, I don't have my cycle on the new moon. That means I'm out of touch with the moon or with nature or whatever. But that just wasn't the case. It was just like going through all of them. I mean, I even like there was a period of time like I only see my mom like once or twice a year before the pandemic, and now I haven't seen her at all, which is kind of interesting. That makes me really want to go back and look at like 3 or 4 years ago, because like I would plan my vacations to go visit her like not on my cycle. But then I would get there and we always used to joke about it. I'd be like, Mom, you give me my period. Like every time I'm around you, I get like it'd be like 2 weeks early if I was around her. Um, but that's kind of interesting. I haven't seen her in 3 years. And now my cycle is like, seems to be in a cycle. I wonder if in the past it wasn't. I don't know. I should definitely check that out. Um, I know. There was that whole deleting the apps thing, but I was just like, how can they even prove that you like I said, like I always like forget to track it, and I'm always like changing and saving it and like predicting like I think this is when I had it. It wasn't until I started writing it down that I was like actually consistent with it. Um, But whenever everybody was talking about deleting the apps, I was just like, I mean, they can't prove that like that was the actual day of your period. Like, you could say, I mean, I don't know. I find it so helpful to track and use those apps, so I kept using mine. But like, I don't know. Anybody could put numbers in a calendar and say and like make a mistake. Like, I don't know how that could hold up in a court of law. I don't know if that was really a thing or if that was like a scare, just hype to scare, but I don't know. I still use mine, but then I also use the mood trackers in here, which I already fucked up January, fucked up this month because I'd put the wrong shit in. Oh well. I mean, cause I know that like Fitbit has one like a tracker on it. I know this one's wrong. It's always different from the period one that I use. And sometimes I forget to do one and like I don't know. I forget all the time. Oh yeah, I guess I could. I don't think I have any whiteout, but I could do that. Yeah. But I'm still using the 2023's mood tracker because like we're in between a moon cycle, so 2022 and 2023 kind of like overlap a little bit. Um, yeah. I'm just saying I make mistakes on my app all the time. Like just this last cycle, I was like, wait, this is totally wrong, and I had to go back a couple months and like fix it because I had put in the wrong date. Like I don't see how that can be like a set in stone. Like you may or may not have had a abortion at this date because I'm always putting stuff in wrong. I'm looking for my list. I'm like, I got to stay on track. Okay, so where are you guys putting your tabs in? Um, Last year I did the mood trackers because that's something that you're always flipping back to. And I really liked that, but then there's also some things in the front that I want to keep flipping back to, like the zodiac information and my birth chart information. So that's why I've given you so many freaking tabs, because I don't know. I just had the mood trackers, but then I was like, oh, I wish I had a tab for this and I wish I had a tab for that. So I just gave you like a million tabs. And I gave you enough tabs that if you wanted to like double them, you can, so that they're like thicker and sturdier. I mean, I hope not. I think one of the ones that I use actually came out and said like we will never like use your information against you, but I don't know if that like I mean if it's court ordered, I don't know if that even means anything. So I've seen one person put their tabs on the top this year, which I really like that idea. So I think what I'm gonna do is put some on top to flip back to like this information in the front. Um, and then, and maybe even this one. I kind of feel like this will be easy to flip to anyways. And then I'll have the mood trackers on the side. I think. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And somebody was asking how you attach them. Like you can use glue or tape or anything. Like I just use a regular old glue stick and they didn't pop off at all. And I'm pretty rough with mine. Like they held up pretty good. But yay, calendars. I mean, somebody's got to keep me straight. That's why I have a list right here so that we don't forget anything. Um, does anybody need any of the chart generator links to like get their birth chart? I was just trying to give you guys time to like print those out or get those if you needed them. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna do one here. Maybe one here. There was something else that I wanted to flip back to all the time. Maybe my birth chart. Where's the birth chart? Oh, okay, I do want it on that page then. So these are the zodiac. Oh wait, I gotta use my new markers. Laughs and bye. Whee! That wasn't as dark as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah. Oh, good luck with your chores. Thanks for hanging out. don't know why I never thought to put them on the top before. Such a cool idea. Okay, and there's the birth chart. I think I like this marker better. Yeah. Weird. Is anybody else having weird weather? Yeah, I'm just using a regular glue stick. I'm pretty sure this is what I used last year. I think I used tape one time, but I didn't like that the tape was there. Let's see, did it? It seems to be holding up. I may have used like Mod Podge last year. But this seems to be working. I have used tape before though. Oh my gosh, Eva, where do you live? I didn't do it very straight. Oh well. Pouring rain all week. I love rainy days though. We've had just up and down like it was like in the 20s, and then it went up to like the 60s, the high 60s, and now my heat just came on, so I'm guessing it's at least below 50 now. But wow, not negative 40. I'm gonna not complain at all. You live in a bowl of soup. I know, it's weird. Like, it's weird. It feels weird. Like, when I went outside today, I was just like, what weather? What day is it? Or what season is it? I don't like it. I want a cold winter and I want to hibernate. I don't want to be I was like, should I be planting or gardening, getting the soil ready? It just felt so weird today. Snow on and off and cold. I love snow though. As you can tell, it's snowing here in Wonderland. Okay, I feel like I need like a third one at the top here. Maybe I'll do the moon phases. Yeah, let's do that. Nine. Hey, Shadow Max, what in the world? The Earth was at its closest point to the sun. Is that something that happens all the time? And how is it the closest to the sun if we just had the darkest night like a couple weeks ago? Oh, like in the ellipse around the sun. Okay. I get it. Doesn't it just make you feel like the smallest person ever when you actually like think that like we're actually flying through space? So the solstice is like the axis tilt, right? Right. Right. Got it. Brain activated. Right. The tilt. Ooh, a solar flare? Man, those usually give me headaches. Oh, interesting. And hello to Ecuador. What time is it for you there? That must be so weird because you were just here, right? And it was like 20 degrees when you were here, I'm assuming, if you were here around Christmas. I like it so far. Oh, I should probably take this out because I'm going to be moving it around. When did the solar flare happen? Oh, you're just south. Well, I have like a tension headache, but that I actually had an accident last week, so I just assumed it was because of that. Okay, now I'm gonna put. Okay, wait. Before I put where the mood trackers are, this year I was like, or last year I was saying to myself, I wonder if I should put them on the monthly pages next year. And now I don't know what to do. Or the like, maybe not the month, like the information, because I was always finding myself flipping back to the information too. Ooh, or on the new moon intention page. Maybe I'll do that. Cause isn't oh no. The mood trackers are on the back of the monthly page. Right. Ah, screw it. I'll just do the mood trackers again. Well, what is the deal with daylight savings time? Are we having it next year or are we not having it next year? Or in the spring, I guess I should say. Gosh, and Eva, I hope that this stream is not giving you a headache. That would be horrible. We usually try to have good vibes up in this stream. All right, it's done. Mood tracker it is. What's this? A secret message for my eyes only. Oops. I just saw the new moon intention page and I was like, I should have put it on the new moon intention page, but I've already committed. They're only a couple pages apart. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Oh, were you picking up on my headache or vice versa? Ooh, I could just do both of them. One day, one day we're just gonna have to have the tabs put into the planner. And then I'm really gonna have to make a decision that's permanent. Decisions. That's why I need help. So that someone can just be like, okay, this is the final decision. We are done. We are done now. I can't wait to put the gold stars on things. I say that I give you the tabs for your convenience so that you may decide, but really it's just I can't I can't make a decision. Wait, why is that? That feels like a lot. Did I skip one? I guess not. Well, I always just feel weird like when the weather's up and down like this. But it seems like it's up and down everywhere. It's not just where I am. Man, I wish I remembered most of my Spanish. I think it's so strange that like we had to take it in like grade school for so long. I'm like, how do I not know more than just like hello and table and like random fruits and vegetables? I can't wait for this coloring page. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Wait, why do... Oh, okay. Mm. Ooh, I'm trying to learn French, Carolyn McFox, too, because one of my online clients is in France and he speaks English, but I'm trying to just learn some things here and there. I just got a new tarot deck for Christmas that has a bunch of different languages on it. I'm not even sure what all of them are. One of these is French. I think it's the top one. Wait, no. I think it's the bottom one. But then it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different languages. I'm gonna have to learn them all. Bottom one is French. That's what I thought. Italian, then French. Gosh, look at you guys. He knew it was Italian too, but I forgot. That's why I have to write things down. I should have spaced these differently. Okay, if anybody... Do we have any Virgos in the house? I am not a Virgo. We got a Capricorn though. Okay, Capricorn, you're going to want to space your tabs differently than me because it's not going to be even. Because we still have 3 more months. Oh my gosh, I do I do that all the time. And scissors, I'm like, "Oh my god, the scissors are here." There was one time where we had like 3 or 4 pairs of scissors and I was like, "Ah!" And I was like, "How long is this going to last?" Because I can never find scissors when I need them. All right, I need to hydrate. Anybody need to hydrate? And what are you drinking? I was gonna make some tea, but then I forgot. I might make some tea later though. Water. I got some liquid IV because I'm feeling
Mad
dehydrated
too.
as per
But I don't
usual.
want to go among mad people.
Oh, you can't help that. Most everyone's mad here.
I do that all the time, Carly. And I don't like hot tea anyways, so I hate when that happens because you gotta heat it up again and so that you can steep it. And then I let it get to room temperature. But if it doesn't have the tea in it, then it's just room temperature water, which I guess isn't that bad. I do that all the time. And I hate the sound of my teapot. The like alarmy thing that it makes. Whistle. I guess it's supposed to be a whistle, but it's more like an alarm. One thing you can do, I have a really small coffee pot, but you can make it in the coffee pot and then it stays hot. I used to do that all the time, but I have one of those like mini coffee pots and I needed a lot of water for my ginormous teacup that Amber gave me. It's you probably have a similar one that I do. It's like what sound is that? What is that? Is that it? Is that the end? We came to the end. Okay. Yay. Yay! It's official. Everybody should have blue ones because I wanted them to match the cover. Woo! Goodbye. Do you guys want to see a really old moon planner? Look at this little baby. Look how little it is. Little baby. And then another little baby. I kind of like how these came out because we did 6 months at a time in the beginning, and I like that the white one was like the beginning of the year, and then the dark one was the end of the year, like the dark half of the year. I like how that worked out. I don't know what to do with those. What do you guys? Okay, I was thinking of selling them for like a couple bucks because you can use like I was thinking of it be useful for scrapbooking, like the images and stuff, because these are on like nice glossy paper. And like you could use it to make like a book of shadows. Like use it just to like cut out all this shit, you know? Or just to have like there's a million moon phases in here. So that you could like make your own book, like collage-y book of shadows kind of thing. Just to get rid of them, because I don't want to throw them away. Do you think that's a good idea? I don't know. Okay, we did tabs. We did the tabs. I should check it off. Let's check it off. Let's put a check mark on it. Check. Whoops. We did the moon cycle. Did anybody make their moon cycle thing pretty? I think I might. I think I might put like red behind it or something. That way it'll stand out. Or I could color in this part red. Oh yeah, let me grab the one from last year. Because we made big ones last year. Does anybody remember? That was so long ago. And I had it on this cool paper too. But maybe I'll color that red at some point in time. And look, let me flip to the zodiac pages. There we go. I'm so easily amused. Oh my god, put the cap on the glue stick, Allison. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready to go through the zodiac? Does anybody need help with their birth chart or links or anything? I don't think I put the birth chart on a link, did I? Let me see. I think I just had the zodiac is on a link and the chart thingy. Just a thingy. But I'm just gonna start with Aries and then jump around. So oh, okay, never mind. I guess I'm starting with all the fires then. Do we have any Aries here tonight? Let me hear you, Aries. I think I want to use colored pencils for this too. And even if you don't have Aries in your chart, we're going to be talking about what that may or may not mean for you too. I don't have any Aries in my chart, but Aries rules my second house, which makes a lot of sense for me. So if we don't have any Aries in the house, do you have any other planets in Aries? I do want to try these red markers out. I'm going to use colored pencils, but I think I want to try these red markers out. Carolyn, you're Aries? Woo woo! Aries sun. Gina the Frost, hello. How are you? When are we going to take a look at your birth chart? That way you would know, or you would be able to tell us where Aries is in your chart. I just wanted to try out this red. Okay, so obviously Aries is a fire sign. I think it's the fieriest of the fire signs. And I don't have any planets in Aries, but it does rule my second house. So I'm going to write that down because that is very significant to who I am as a person and why I can't save money to save my life. What about Aries? Are you Aries, Laurel Bush? We're just talking about Aries. What does everybody think about Aries? How do you feel being an Aries? I think you are a gang of one and you're Carolyn. That's okay. I've got fire too, but it's just not Aries fire. So, um, because I do have a lot of other fire in my chart, when the moon is in Aries, I am like, it's like I've taken 5 shots of espresso. I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I want to like, and I'm running from one task to the next. Like I can't stay focused. I'm like, oh, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. But like, I actually have the energy to do it where normally I don't. Like normally I'm like tired and dragging. So when the moon is in Aries, I feel like activated, like somebody lit a fire under my ass and kind of kicked me into gear. Vivian Westwood. Who's Vivian Westwood? Was in Aries. Ooh, that would have been fun to see, like uh, celebrity zodiac signs. That would have been a good idea to do, Laurel Bush. Your 12th house, Haley. Um, so 12th house rules the subconscious. Um, and the reason I'm asking you to look at what house that is, like, that might be where um, Aries energy might play out in your life, is in like you might have very, I would think maybe like very active and vivid dreams, or um, a very active imagination. Um, and for me, in the second house is money and material possessions, and like I can't keep a savings account to save my life, like seriously. So I'm just like burning through money literally, even though I don't have planets in that house, and I don't have any Aries in my chart other than that. um, I think it's really important to, and now that I'm talking about it, I'm wondering if um, like because it like gets me motivated and moving, and the second house is ruled or rules like the physical tangible things in your life, maybe that's why it gives me energy, because I'm usually grounded energy makes me feel stuck, whereas like having Aries there might like be the push that I need to like get going. Oh, interesting. She was a fashion designer. Okay. Um, and you are an Aries also, Laurel Bush? Did I miss that? Oh, I know I can. But I think like just knowing that is really helpful. Like it's just, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people burn money that don't have Aries in their second house, but it's just kind of a coincidence that like, oh wow, I do burn through. Whenever I get money, I just burn through it. And I don't have like nice like physical tangible things. I buy the cheap shit and then I take it to Goodwill, and even like with everything, with like clothes and any kind of material possession, I'm always secondhand. Um, and then I donate it again, so it's like third or fourth hand. Ooh, your Sag rising and Aries sun. That's a lot of fire. That's a lot of fire. Oh my gosh, and your Leo rising and Aries sun. That is a lot of fire. Oh, okay, so Virgo moon calms you down a little bit. Um, so what would you Aries peeps, what quality that you have would you associate with Aries? So this is where the coloring comes in. I'm going to color in Aries here. If you had your birth chart coloring page, I would color whatever house you have. Whatever house is ruled by Aries. So Haley, you would color in your 12th house. I should have printed out my birth chart. I printed out the retrogrades, but I didn't print out the birth chart. Oh well. Ambitious. Oh, I love that. Mastermind. I think I'm losing my markers already. Ambitious. I think I had some new ones from last year too. I think I had the Emperor Zodiac or the tarot card too. Get those chores done. Use some of that Aries fire to get your chores done. I love mastermind. Ambitious. So I only have one fire in my big three, but I have a lot of Sagittarius everywhere else, and it's a lot of fire. I can't imagine having double fire in my big three. Um, oh yeah, I want to color now. Well, you haven't missed much, Amber, because we are right here on Aries, and we haven't gotten very far. We put our tabs in, so that took a while, and we cut out the moon cycle wheel and put that in. But the tabs took a while, so we are just starting with the zodiac signs, and we are here with Aries. So red is like my main color for Aries because I associate different colors with Leo and a different color with Sagittarius too. But that's for me. It might be different for you. Well, I'm glad that, geez Louise, Amber, you finished work at 9:45. But I'm glad you were able to lurk, and we're happy to have you here now. Or you might have multiple colors that you associate with Aries. You could even, Aries is right at the beginning of spring. That's what makes it a cardinal sign. So you might associate like spring green with Aries because it's that like bright neon, the first thing to like burst through the ground, or the first little leaf buds to pop out of the trees. And they're just like this vibrant, vibrant green. So you might associate Aries with green. Do whatever like makes sense to you, whatever you associate with it, because that's what's going to help you remember. And that's why we have those spaces for your keywords, because it's going to unlock information for you specifically. No. Amber. That's too long of a work day. Are you staying hydrated? Wow, Carolyn. So you were Leo rising, Aries sun, and with a lot of Sag. That's it. Do you get burnt out? Have microphone fuzz on me. I just hydrated, but I'm gonna do it again. Oh, maybe it's not my straw. Holy crap. I can't believe it's almost 10 o'clock already. I feel like we just got here. Okay, I guess I'm gonna move to the next sign then. Okay, how about any Leos in the house? Where are my Leos at? I usually use like orange, red, and yellow for Leo associations. I'm just gonna use orange for now. So Carolyn had Leo rising. My keyword, like my main keyword, is encourage for Leo. Sixth house of service. So if anybody has any questions about filling out this chart, let me know too. Basically, you're eventually going to like make a sentence. So, for example, we'll just use mine. Or was this example in there? I don't know. My son is in Leo in the sixth house of service. So I am encouraged by acts of service, or I encourage with service. I like to be of service for others. And that is very much a part of, like, I don't like to go anywhere or do anything unless I'm like contributing in some sort of way. I always have to be like helping in some sort of way. So then you're making a sentence. So I am encouraged. I think I have more than one love language, but I think acts of service is one of them. I am encouraged of service. And hopefully it's a sentence that like makes sense to you, feels like you. You guys have Leo rising. How do you feel like the rising energy corresponds with who you are? So I'm using orange to color mine in, but like I said, I usually associate like the color of fire, like orange, yellow, and red, like all mixed together. You also might think Leo's ruled by the sun, so you might think of yellow or like a golden yellow that corresponds to the sun. Laurel bush, let's get you a door. Okay, I had it upside down at first. This is your door. Patience. Everything will soon come to light and you will see things will be all right. Everything soon will come to light and then you will see things will be all right. Patience. Okay, what else do I have? And if there's any of you, like, look at the house that your Leo is in and think of how that reflects to who you are. Like I said, mine is the house of service. So my Mars is there also. So it's who I am and it's how I take action, is in a form of service. We have a door for Amber. Here is your door, Amber. Did I say Amber? Distant dream. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. The distance calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Both of you got, I don't know how many cards say pass it on, but both of you got that message. I don't think they don't all say it. You both just happened to get one of the few. Because you guys have your rising sign in Leo, that's also your first house. So your first house is the house of self. I really thought that we would be further through some of these right now. So the meditation that I have planned for tonight is about to premiere on YouTube. I thought that we would be like at that point by now. So we could pause and do the meditation if you guys want to. Or we can wait. I thought it would be good to end the night with the meditation. So we could wait and do it later, or we can do it when it premieres on YouTube. That looks like a sunny orange. That looks like a solar flare orange. So Leo, my Mars is in Leo in the 6th house. So the sign in the house is always going to be the same if you have multiple. In the house of service. So how I take action is by encouraging acts of service. So that is why acts of service is such a like important part of like who I am. So that's what I'm hoping that this chart will like bring out for you guys as well. And then we move to the 3rd fire sign, Sagittarius. You want to wait? Okay. I don't want to keep anybody up too late either. But so if it gets too late, we could pause and do the meditation and finish the coloring later, I guess. So I usually use like a magenta-y, purpley, reddy color for Sagittarius. It makes me think of like maple leaves because Sagittarius is at that transition of fall and winter. So let's see, do I have a color like that? This one? I can't tell. The lighting is weird in here. I think those other ones are a little bit too pinky. Not that you couldn't use a pink. It's like whatever color you feel like associates that. Oops. These almost feel like paintbrushes. Do we have any Sagittarius in the house? And if not, where is Sagittarius located on your chart? For me, I've got Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus, right? Oh, no, wait, sorry. Neptune, Jupiter, and Uranus. Where's my... Oh, yeah, my Saturn's in Libra, that's why. Jupiter in Sag. And that's in my 10th house of career or achievement. And I like explore for the basic or general Sagittarius keyword. But I also use like it depends on like what what situation you're using it for, but for this one I'm gonna do explore. Uranus. No fire in your chart. Oh wait, I remember that. So fire might be something that like balances things out for you. And I really would look at like all of the houses, like where is what is your Leo house and what is your Sagittarius house, because that might give you an idea for how you can bring that into your life. Um, like for example, with my Aries second, um, my Aries second house could be like decorating my house with fiery colors like reds and oranges. Um, or I mean, I love candles. I love the fire element in itself. So like decorating with having my physical tangible environment have things associated with fire in it, um, is how you can kind of pull from that energy, especially if it will balance out one of your elements. Like if you're too watery, um, and emotional, doing something like physically active and burning off that energy might help balance you out. Or if you have a lot of earth energy and you feel stuck and you have trouble starting things, like tapping into that fire element will help you like get physically moving and get going. So fire for you might be your balancing element. I'm gonna put achievement here. Jupiter. Neptune. Why do I keep forgetting Neptune? Ooh, that kind of makes sense. Like it's hard to bring like ground your imagination into reality. So for me, Sagittarius and Jupiter, I see that as being like I expand by exploring. And I liberate by exploring for Uranus. That thought has me, or that idea has me thinking a lot about how you can like pull that creative energy and put it into the physical, tangible world. It can weigh you down. So yeah, I think like maybe physical activity would be good. Like some sort of cardio, like even if it's just like in the morning when you get out of bed, just doing like 10 jumping jacks or something to like get your blood flowing. But as far as like bringing that imagination into the reality, if that's something that you like have been trying to do, I explore by dreaming. Ooh, what color are we gonna use for that one? Maybe, I don't know why, but drumming keeps coming to mind for you, Haley. Beat it out of you. Not in a scary way. Oh, it's magenta. Does anyone else have different keywords for Sagittarius? I feel like we've gone through... Oh, I should look in the other planners. I feel like we've gone through so many keywords throughout the years. Has anyone else's animals been like really talkative lately? Like one of my cats like never makes any noise at all, but like the last few weeks she's been like meowing all the time. So strange. Let's see. What do we got in the archives over here? Whoops. I think these are actually probably the same. Where is it? Oh my god, did I not even have it in here? That would be weird. Visualize? Was that on there? Oh yeah, it is. Look at me. I'm being consistent. Explore, yeah. So nothing new there. Yours have been, oh, metaphysically. Well, do you just mean with your reading, or they've been, or more than the medium reading? Like Athena never talks, and she was just, I could hear her. She was meowing upstairs. All right. Anything else you want to say about fire? Okay, so in this section here is kind of like whatever you associate with the element fire. So like I'm totally going to write down the second house thing because that was kind of like an aha moment for me. So I'm going to write down second house Aries. But it's like heat and friction, action, warmth. How does fire make you feel? It's like cozy. I also like it's not considered like a communicative element, but like I just envision like sitting around a fire and with like a bunch of people, and it usually like kind of kindles communication, even though I don't know that I mean you would associate communication with air, but like fire is like just something that like will put you at ease to like open up a little bit. Oh, he's probably training the other animals. Wow. So what have you been experienced with him? You showed me the coyotes. You just kind of know that he's there. What would you call that? Like comfort? I mean comforting. So just like kind of brain dumping, like what your associations are, or even like your associations with these seasons. What does fire, the fire element in the fall, mean to you? I think that has that like comforting fire comforting fire pit energy is what I'm gonna call it. That's certainly like Sagittarius energy. I mean, I guess you could have that associated with Leo, like end of summer fire pit, I guess. But I just more think of like sun and like just that warmth of like laying out in the sun that like makes you so sleepy, like sleepy warmth. And this will help you, making these associations will help you remember all of the different zodiac signs. And Aries fire or warmth is like that thawing of from winter, that like your winter shell cracking. I think of like inspiration and creativity and the sacral chakra. Your fifth house is Sagittarius. So, fifth house is the house of creativity and inspiration and specifically self-expression. So you might express yourself in a very Sagittarian way. You've been hearing him in the background, and you get a feeling that your guides are responding with the pendulum, that he's here. I always forget about my pendulum. I've used it today to answer something that I've been trying to figure out for like a month at least. And I used my pendulum today and it was like immediate answer. I'm like, oh my God, I've been contemplating this for a month, and it's like, boop, there it is. All right, Earth. We've got Haley up in here with all the Earth energy. Where you been hogging it? Okay, we've got Taurus to start off with. Taurus is right after Aries, so it's like smack dab in the middle of spring, and that's what makes it a fixed sign. I associate green with Taurus because of that spring green, that like everything's vibrant and growing. I think I even want brighter than that. Like bright, like green. Taurus moon. Taurus energy is really comforting and grounding to me. Oh yeah, I had this under there for a reason. So I'm going to use green. Yeah, Taurus for sure is comforting. Because of that Venus energy in the 11th house. So that would make you like very caring for the collective and humanity in general. Stabilizing the collective. So I don't have any Taurus. What house is it? Oh, interesting. It's my third house. Taurus is my third house of communication. And everybody, like, tells me that I make them feel grounded and comforted. But meanwhile, on the inside, I'm just like fire and air, like I'm going crazy. But people perceive me as, so that's kind of interesting because the third house is the house of communication. So maybe I communicate in a grounded way. Well, my Mercury's in Virgo, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But on the inside, I'm like, I feel like I'm just like spazzing out all the time. But then other people tell me that like whenever they're around me, they just feel really calm, which is why I make a good massage therapist. But I don't feel like that, like on the inside at all. Um, and my dad was a Taurus, so he was like my Earth, and then he's not on Earth anymore. So I really feel like I don't have Earth. Let's do apple green. I am gonna write that house down too. Because that is really interesting. So, third house, Taurus. Gonna keep that out in case I need it again. Oh, Laurel, we have all of these PDF printables if you need any of them. I put the link in earlier, but if you would like a link to print some out, just let me know. I'll put them in there again. Because I don't think you were here when I put them in there before. That is an apple green. Man, we got some green apples recently. They were sour. I think we still have 2 left, but I went ahead and bought a new bag of apples because I was like, I can't eat these green apples anymore. I should have made something with them, but I didn't. Oh, you still need a printer? Me too. I have like an old one that half works. It only prints in black and white, so that's why I haven't gotten a new one yet. Because I'm like, I don't want to buy a new one if it still half works. Taurus people make really good massage clients because they like to take care of their bodies, and they like luxury, and they like nice things. A lot of my clients are Taurus. And in looking at where these placements are is going to help you, like when we go through that moon, when we go through a Taurus moon and you're writing in your mood tracker, it might help you like connect the dots of like why you're feeling the way that you feel. I usually feel like really good on Taurus days. It's just this very comforting kind of energy. But now that I'm written down that it's my third house, I might like look at it a different way when a Taurus moon comes around. Saying the word massage almost put you to sleep. I would kill for a massage, I think, right now. I might need a stretch break, actually, speaking of it. Hydrate and stretch break. See, and we're talking about earth energy. We're thinking about our bodies. um, what color do I want to use for Virgo? I usually do like a brick red, like a earth, almost like this is supposed to be, or like a burnt orange. Like this is supposed to be orange. And you guys let me know if you want to go ahead and do the meditation. That seeing the candle just reminded me. We can do the meditation so that everybody gets to do it before you fall asleep. I don't know if I have that color red in here. Maybe I'll just do a brown, like a reddish brown. Those look almost the same. I feel like that one might be a little bit more red. Oh, what's this one? Okay, you want to do the meditation? Okay. We will pause and come back to coloring then. Here I am. Okay, let me turn the music off. And you can light your candle before or after. I think actually at the end of the meditation I ask you to light it. So you might just want to have it out, or you can hold it during the meditation and then we'll light it afterwards, I think. And I had the burnt orange, like red-y color. Actually, I'll go through the candle colors afterwards, now that I think about it. Oh, it's already there. Jeez Louise. Okay. So get comfortable, I guess. I'm gonna stand up and stretch for a second before we sit. It's like 10 minutes long, I think, the meditation. So I'm gonna stretch for a second. Wiggle it just a little bit. Where is it? That's right there. Where is it? What? Oh. I thought Okay, there it is. Got it. Let me make sure that refreshed correctly. It did not. Shoot. I think the time is off on it then. Oh my God, did I click on that perfectly? Holy moly, that's insane. Okay. All right. And I'm going to disappear for a second. Get comfortable, hold your candle with you. And we will take 3 deep breaths together. In through our nose. Hold for to like and subscribe if you are interested in more content like this. Okay. Allow your body to settle and find a comfortable position. Begin to focus on your breath. And we will take 3 deep breaths together. In through our nose. Hold for a few seconds and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Hold. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale again. Hold. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale again. Hold. And exhale through your mouth. Visualize that you are walking along the ocean at night. No one else is there. You have the beach all to yourself. There's nothing to do and nowhere to go. All you have to do is just breathe. Inhale the fresh, salty air. Allow it to cleanse and purify. And with every exhale, let go and relax. I will be infusing this meditation with Reiki healing. All you have to do is simply think or say out loud that you accept. Either way, continue to breathe in and exhale to let go. Listen to the waves crashing on the shore. As it gently recedes back into the ocean, imagine that it carries away any unwanted energy. Breathe in a cleansing breath and exhale to allow the ocean to take it all away. After every exhale, allow the empty spaces within to be filled back up with fresh air and white light. With every inhale, you become lighter and brighter. Exhale and let go. When you look up at the full moon, it illuminates the whole sky. The light is then reflected off the water, and the white glowing sea foam crashes on the shore next to your feet. Continue to inhale light, cleansing energy until your whole body is a beacon that lights up the shore. With your newly acquired vision, you notice that there is a dark object a little ways down the beach. Curiouser and curiouser, you think, and begin to walk closer to investigate. As your glowing aura lights the way, you notice that the object becomes clearer. It is a treasure chest half buried in the sand. When you approach it, you notice that the top of it has something inscribed. You bend down and brush the sand off of the inscription. You notice that it has your name inscribed on the lid. You have permission to dig this out. This treasure is yours. While you are digging through the sand, you begin to wonder what could be inside. Are there lost memories or books? Fancy clothes and trinkets? Warm and cozy blankets? Or will it be glittering gold and jewels? Once you are able to access the latch, you unhook the chest and creak it open. Inhale in. What is inside? Examine the contents of the chest. Allow the moonlight to illuminate every nook and cranny. As you rummage through the contents of the chest, you come across a candle. Pull the candle out and set it aside. If there's anything in the trunk that you don't want, take it out and leave it in the sand. Decide what needs to go and what needs to stay. Once you have cleared it out and feel satisfied with what is in it, close the lid and sit on top of it. Gaze out at the ocean. Take a deep breath. As you look out across the water, gaze up at the moon. Breathe in and exhale. Thank you to the moon. Thank it for this gift. Thank it for this treasure. Thank it for this life and this breath and this light and this healing. Thank it for everything that you are grateful for. Come back to your breath. Feel your feet firmly planted on the sand. Feel that your bottom is supported by the sturdy wooden trunk. Your whole body is cleansed, cleared, and illuminated. Inhale and stretch your body out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll your shoulders. Move your hips. And when you're ready, open your eyes and prepare to light your candle. Welcome back. Hello. Oh, okay. It's like, where'd my mic go? Oh, that's going to be loud. Let me turn that down. Sorry. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What was in your trunk? And what are you illuminating under this Cancer full moon? If you need your color correspondence, again, let me know what color your candle is. We've kind of been talking about the colors tonight anyways. I have another one too. Green. There's a green one in here. So that's good for your Taurus moon. Green is also associated with the heart chakra, prosperity. You can use it as an earth color too. Green's good for emotional and heart healing, hope, and Taurus energy. So that's kind of perfect for you. Amber, yours was red. So that's root chakra, the fire element, the direction of the south, love, passion, action, energy, power, life force, or Aries energy. Tea Time Talks had abundance, happiness, love, support, wealth, adventure, travel, and success. That's a lot. Your trunk was full. Oh, you got the burnt orange? I'm using, you could use it for red or orange. I'm using it for like grounded creativity because I feel like it's that like combination of red and orange. So like sacral chakra, sexual energy, creativity, relationships, friendship, movement, transformation. Or if you wanted to go with the more red, that's the fire element, passion, action, energy, power, life force. You could certainly use it for support or adventure or travel. And I don't see why there's any reason it couldn't be a happiness, wealth, and success too. So yeah, that video is up on YouTube if you want to listen to it at another time. If you didn't have headphones with you right now, there was some ASMR elements to it as well, and the Reiki healing too. So I just wanted to say thank you to you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to continue to color, but if it's late and you gotta go, I understand. Thank you for your support on this project. It means the world to me. I hope that you are able to use it to enhance the moon magic in your life, and I just want to thank you. I appreciate you being here. I could certainly fall asleep now too. Hopefully I don't. Well, thanks, Amber. Love to you. Hopefully I don't burn any pages here. Let's do some hugs too. Oh yeah, did anybody want to talk about their word of the year or their intentions for the year? We did the meditation, we lit our candle. Maybe I should talk about important dates just in case anybody has to go. Yeah, that's a good idea. I did want it to, intended to have it be the end of tonight's stream, but I was too slow getting through everything. Um, January 21st, we're going to have Follow the Moon Challenge. So we'll have daily videos on YouTube that follows the moon every day. That will start for the Aquarius new moon, January 21st. I'm considering doing the moon meeting January 28th, which is we meet in Discord, so it's like a more private meeting and just kind of go through our planners. We also listen to the audiobook Seasons of the Moon and Flame. Oh yeah, speaking of that, let's start. I had someone was asking about book recommendations for Following the Moon. Is that the only date? So January 21st is the Follow the Moon Challenge, and I'm considering January 28th. It's a Saturday, so I don't know if that would be good for people or not. And then the 31st, January 31st is the last day to subscribe to the candle box, which has similar candles to the ones you got with your package, but they're larger. They're like chime-sized candles. I might have taper candles for the February one. I haven't decided yet. So since the moon meeting, we read like one chapter or listen to one chapter at a time. And someone was asking about book recommendation, so I would totally recommend this book. I think the person specifically wanted like basic information, which I don't really feel like this has, but it does follow all of the moons of the year. Thank you, May of Autumn. Thank you for hanging out. If anybody has to go, I totally understand. I'm going to continue to color, though. I'm going to go through all the zodiac signs before the end of the night. So this is a really good book for moon-related stuff, but, I mean, just the information that's in the planner is, like, I feel like basic enough. And that's kind of what you're going to find in your, like, this book was like $5 at Five Below. It also has a companion journal for all of the moons of the year. It just has like writing prompts, journal prompts, stuff like that. So this is Moon Spells Journal and Moon Magic by Diane Alquist. And this, I mean, this also goes into like gardening, creating an altar, like herbs, the zodiac signs. So this, I mean, for $5, this has a lot of information in it. It's gonna like kind of touch on all like basic information, but on a lot of different things, like not just the moon phases. So that's one that I would recommend. Like I said, I got this for $5 at Five Below. This one is honestly kind of the same as that one, but I think I got it at Barnes and Noble, so it was like more expensive. But so this is $20, but again, it has like the same information. It has moon bathing, moon dancing, moon water. It has tarot cards in it. It also has herbs and crystal associations. It's almost kind of basically the same book as the other one, but for $15 more. And this is Moon Magic, a handbook of lunar cycles, lore, and mystical energies by Aurora Kane. And This is one of my favorites, Mysteries of the Dark Moon by Demetra George. It goes into a lot of the mythology, and then it still has your basic information in the beginning of it. Um, like there's a lot of diagrams of things, which I find really helpful. I like diagrams. So it still has your basic, still has your basic lunar information, but then it goes into like goddesses and mythology and even some history. I really, really like this. It makes a good audiobook too because of the stories. And oh, that was Mysteries of the Dark Moon, The Healing Power of the Dark Goddess. So it's like goddess moon related, and that's Demetra George. And then this one is also a little bit denser, The Mythic Moons of Avalon by Jaina Talandru. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is a companion book. It goes with, I can't think of the name of the other one too. But this one is kind of similar to the Danielle Blackwood one that we are listening to in our moon meetings. Because it goes through like an entire year's moon cycle, but it has like specific rituals for each moon and like a specific herbal blend that you're supposed to be taking the entire month, and it's like very step by step specific, but it's also pretty heavy and dense shadow work too. I've never done the whole thing through. Like I just, it's a lot. It's a lot. I do my shadow work one step at a time, not like all year long, you know? Um, I think it does. Does it have basic information in it? Yeah, it does have basic information in it in the beginning of it. Um, it's very full moon centered as well. Even it does the whole moon cycle, but like it starts um, on the it's like full moon based. That's like the time of like working most of your magic. Avalon Within is the companion book. Your word of the year should be shadow. I'm like, it starts in, it's the fall moon, so it starts in the fall, and then goes for an entire year. And every fall I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and then I'm like, nope, nope. And then every now and again, like I'll check and see, like, hey, what's it say about this moon? So I just kind of, I don't know, I go back and forth with it. Maybe one day I'll do the entire thing, but it's heavy. It's intense. It's like, it's no BS. It's not it's not sugarcoating anything. But those are my favorite books, and somebody had asked about it. I posted them all in Discord too. Yeah, so what is your word of the year? I was going to scratch off the last card too. I've been saving it and saving it. We've got one more card, scratch off card yet. And I was dubbing this the like collective card. So I'll pretend that I lit the candle and scratched it off at the same time. Ooh, can I use this to scratch it? Yay, I can. Play! Gosh, how many times do we get that on a card in the Oracle decks? Play! I'm surprised Amber didn't get this one. All right, so collectively as a group, we have to play this year. Speaking of, let's get back to coloring. Still. Does that resonate with you? Do you have trouble keeping still. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Virgo with my brown. I think somebody said they had a Virgo moon. My husband has a Virgo moon. And one of my good friends has a Virgo sun. And I've always wondered if I'm attracted to Virgo energy cuz my Venus is in Virgo. And then my sun is in the house of Virgo even though I'm a Leo. So being helpful and of service is like my jam, apparently. So maybe I'll just write all the houses on here. Even if you don't have planets in Virgo, see what house it falls in and see if you can make any associations with that. I'm gonna write that grounded. Oops. Virgo is your second house. So your second house is usually ruled by Taurus. So that's what we were talking about earlier of that physical, tangible things that we love, the tangible things that we love. So Virgo likes to be organized. So having that in the second house, I would think might make you need to have it like in a very organized home or physical environment. You might like to keep your things organized. I'm wondering, assuming for second house Virgo. What color is this? Ooh, henna. That sounds like a good color for Virgo. Man, I totally thought that like coloring just the boxes would go a lot faster this year because last year we did the zodiac signs and I didn't get through that either last year. I thought this is going to be easy. Just going to color in these boxes because I was taking too much time and like doing too much detail on the zodiac pictures, but I guess I'm just slow. I can't believe like how long ago that was. That feels like forever ago. Even though the year felt like it went by really fast. All right. Do we I see see those eyeballs? Do we have any Capricorns in the house other than Tea Time Talks? That was so perfect. I like looked up to see if you were looking at me, and you were. um, what color do you associate with Capricorn? This almost looks silver. Is this silver? I'm gonna do silver. Looks silver. I don't know if it is. No, it's just gray. That's gonna have to work though. Do not burn your finger off, please. Oh. I don't have any Capricorn. Topaz, yeah, blue topaz, light blues, neutral grays, wintry colors. Holy macaroni, Haley. Tea Time Talks, I think Haley has you beat. And the 8th house is so interesting though. Because the 8th house is dark and mysterious and spooky. And Capricorn is like grounded and stable. This is definitely silver. I'm going to use silver for Capricorn. All right, what house is my Capricorn? It's got to be my 11th house, which is humanity, the collective. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, Capricorn, there's a mistake on yours. There's no line there. How dare. Put it over here. I do usually put like the collective first, so I wonder if that could be like 11th house energy. And then think of what earth energy means to you. For me, it's grounded, stable, but also sometimes like heavy. Like I feel like so bogged down in my body sometimes when the moon is in earth sign. And like crystal energy is like my favorite is interesting. I'm gonna have to think on that a little bit more. I associate a lot of smells with earth energy too, which is kind of interesting. I guess maybe because I work with earthy oils to get grounded, so a lot of the oils I have are earth scents. So it makes me think of like evergreen trees, like what I have black spruce and cedar. Cedar, black spruce, patchouli. That's not an evergreen tree though. So tree energy, I guess I'll put that. Then we are done with earth. You know what we forgot to do though when we lit our candle? Is to sign our name. I'll have to not forget to do that before we end. Then we move to water, which is where we are to, oh, never mind, air. Let's move to air. Gemini. Do any Geminis want to tell us that they are a Gemini? Oh, wow. So, okay, who has more Capricorn? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. 6. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus. Oh, Tea Time Talks. Holy crap, she got you beat. Gemini rising. Mars, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Amber's a Gemini sun. Lots of Gemini energy here. I think we had another Gemini sun earlier. They may have left though. So what colors do you associate with Gemini energy? Have to decide what I want to do for Libra energy. 'Cause sometimes I do pink for Libra. Maybe I'll do lots of colors for Gemini. Yellow never shows up, but let's try yellow. See if it shows up. And then we'll do more colors. Because Gemini is jovial and talkative and funny and playful. Maybe that's why we need to play this year, because we've got so many Geminis up in here. What's my Gemini house? Oh yeah, my Gemini's 4th house. It's funny how some of them I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense, but this one not so much. But it's also where my Chiron is, so it's where I have like wounding, so I think it might be an energy that I'm like hesitant about. So fourth house. What happened to your chart? There have been some days within I feel like it was 2020 where there were just like so many planets in one sign that I was just like, gosh, I was thinking about the kids being born during that time. I was just like, what are these kids going to be like? Not only with like what they have to, what their like baseline of growing up in this crazy world is, but like then to have just like, I think it was Taurus. I think it was every single planet was in Taurus at that time. Oh, thank you so much for hanging out, Haley. I'm glad you are here. Have a good night and sleep well. Whoa, that is yellow. It's like neon yellow. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Wait, is that even yellow? Yes, neon yellow. It looked green when I put it over here. Okay. Geminis like to have a good time. They want to make you laugh and play. Now Libra. Mine too. It's about to go out. I really like the mini ones. They're like 30 minutes. Big flirts. That is not the color I thought it was. My light is getting weird in here. I wanted like a peachy color for Libra. But I can't really tell what we've got in here. Is this peachy? That looks orange. That means there's like a million oranges in here. They're like all orange. Is this a peach? Maybe I'll do pink for Libra. Is this the same one? Yep. They look like all the same orange. Okay, guess we don't have peach in there. That's like all the same color. Okay, pink it is. Libra is ruled by Venus. It's the scales of justice, fairness, balance. Oh, this is like the exact color I was looking for. Ooh, this one's called Nectar. So do we have any Libras here? I mean, you really don't need any other word other than balance. Let's see, Libra is in or rules my 8th house. And I've also got, oh yay, I can finally pull this out again. Because I've got Saturn and Pluto in Libra. Libra and Libra. Balance and balance. And the 8th house is of the subconscious. So I transform. Ooh, that's very true. So I find balance through my subconscious. I do a lot of my healing work in my sleep. I know. I balance through subconscious. And I do set boundaries in a subconscious way, I guess. In like an energetic way, I guess. Interesting. Interesting. Oh my gosh, I forgot about my Virgo on here too. I totally forgot about this sheet. We got some catching our shit on fire. Whoopsie. Organize for sure. I communicate in an organized way. Through service. Is that, oh no, wait. Seventh house, that's relationships. Smells like burnt marshmallows. So I love in an organized way. Maybe we'll just move this over here. How many times have I caught shit on fire on stream? Did I miss? No, okay. Because next we have Aquarius. I like blue for Aquarius. it happens pretty frequently. I've got lots of spirit angels on my side. I don't know how I'm still alive. I don't know how I'm still alive after falling down the stairs last week. I don't know how I didn't break my back or my neck. Because I'm a flaky Aquarius moon. I like innovate for Aquarius. And I like kind of like airy, lighter blues. So some people might use lighter blues for Capricorn, but I like it for Aquarius. And my moon is in the 12th house. Oh, wait. Ah, jeez. I did that wrong. What are my 8th house keywords? Transformation. And if anybody is color coordinating their list, you can kind of see the energy. Like I've got a lot of red and orange, very little brown, and a little bit of blue. See how the color coloring like makes you relax and is soothing, but then you're also like associating these keys that like unlock things. Aquarius in the 7th house. 7th house is the house of relationships. So you might be a little bit of a weirdo. You might be attracted to weirdness or oddballs, uniqueness, I should say. And how you approach relationships might be in like look at the keywords. Think of Aquarius energy is imaginative or innovative or out of the box. So just approaching relationships in a different sort of way. Oops, my candle just went out. That is not blue. Wow, those are almost like the exact same color. It's me. I mean, I don't know how people don't believe in astrology. It's so accurate. Oh, I didn't fill that in. So, I approach subconscious energy in an innovative way. So, we didn't really talk about air. The air element is the direction of the east. So you think of like the rising sun and a fresh start, new beginnings, fresh air. You plan on getting creative with decorating my house within a budget. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I need to like donate things. I need to like get rid of shit. I was supposed to rent a pickup truck in the fall, and I never did. And then I want to get to organizing and decorating. I just need to clear shit out. It's stressing me out. It drives me crazy. But the decorating is the fun part. So, direction of the east. So, think of a new day, fresh start, new beginnings, and it's also the element of wisdom and knowledge. I also associate air with like alertness and like that when like cold wind like slaps you in the face, it's like startling, but it's also like awakening at the same time. So like awakening, refreshing, rejuvenating. And you could say that about all of these signs, about Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So this is my 12th house. Libras. Why do I never remember that Libra is my 8th house? 8th house. And then Gemini was 4th. Okay. Now we finally get to water. And the element of the moon we have tonight is Cancer. I associate beachy colors, watery colors. I usually do like the darker blues for Pisces, and then like aqua-y blue-green for Cancer, and then like purples and black and with Scorpio. So this looks kind of beachy, I think. Yeah, perfect. Aquamarine, perfect. It's also a crystal that I would associate with Cancer too. But Cancer, since we're here on the Cancer moon, it's loving and caring and nurturing, but also like tough love kind of energy. Crabs are soft on the inside, even though they have this like hard exterior shell. Cancers are known for being emotional, and we've been talking about emotions all night and crying all day. But not all cancers like are really in touch with their emotions because they have that hard exterior and they try to be tough, but they're really soft and squishy on the inside. And hearth, I really love the keyword hearth because I think of that as like the heart of the home. And self-care is another good one. Self-care. Just because I try to remember to practice self-care when the moon's in Cancer. And Tiffany all dressed up in a green dress with wine. I don't think so. Let me see if I can Google it. Tiffany. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. But sometimes you try to bury it deep down. um, what was I going to write? Oh, yeah. What house is mine in? So again, even if you don't have any planets in Cancer, look and see what house that placement is in. Mine is the 5th house. Interesting. That kind of makes sense. I do have to like express myself creatively with my surroundings. And the 5th house is the house of self-expression, so that makes sense that mine would be ruled by Cancer. And let's get a purple for Scorpio. Purple. This one or this one? They're probably going to look exactly the same. Oh no, that one's more purpley. Scorpio's Halloween in time, so it's kind of that spookier aspect of water energy. Scorpio rules my 9th house. That makes sense. The 9th house is travel and learning. And I like learning about occult things, so that makes a lot of sense. Cancer is your 12th house. 12th house is subconscious energy, so that's like dreamy, below the iceberg, not the tip of the the iceberg, the underneath the water. Dreamy, dreams. You'd probably be really good at dream communication. Violet. I don't know if people are coming in or just leaving, but it seems like if there are any new people here, we do have some PDF printouts. So if you're interested in participating and coloring with us today and have access to a printer, let me know and I can throw those links in the chat if there are any new people here. I don't know, the number keeps going up and down. I don't know if that's just people coming and going or if there's actually new people here. Scorpio season's like my favorite time of year, but it's one I struggle with when the moon goes into Scorpio. No matter what phase. But I like that like mystery or dark energy. I'm gonna write mystery here. Oh, whoops. Oh my gosh. And then last but not least, Pisces. Oh wait. No, I don't have any. I keep forgetting to fill the rest of this out. I'm going to do a darker blue for Pisces. Ooh, vision board dreaming. That's a good idea. So, Scorpio, 4th house would be I think fourth house is home and family. Ooh, that's a really dark blue. That's gonna, I can make it lighter. Scorpio, Pluto. Pluto likes to be in Scorpio though. Transformation, transformation. Pisces is watery and dreamy. My rising sign is Pisces. And the rising sign is always going to be the first house of self. So, what words do we associate to water? Emotions. I feel like water energy is cleansing and clearing, cooling even, maybe. Emotional, intuitive. $1776. Wow. Pisces 10th house is I was just reading somebody's chart with Pisces 10th house, but my brain's not working right now. Doing something intuitive, like using your intuition in your career is something that you might want to look for in a career. I would say creative too, but I mean, some might say the fire element is the creative energy, but I do feel like water energy is creative too. And this is about you, like what water energy means to you. And then later throughout the year, you might want to come back to this after you've been doing your mood chart and you're like, every time the moon's in a water sign, I'm feeling this way. So you might want to add that back into this box and keep coming back to it later. I think the water page is like my favorite because I just like the blues and purples and turquoises. Air energy, the air page is kind of all over the place. These all kind of go together. And these all kind of go together. My air page is like, what? A little bit of everything on there. Oh my gosh, I haven't even written my name in yet. Going to write my name. It's just a phase, Allison. Whoa. This doesn't write very well. And I meant to do this earlier. I'm gonna pin these pages together. We were supposed to do this with the meditation. I, Allison, commit to following the phases of the moon for the entirety of 2023 and beyond. And we were supposed to sign it when we lit our candles. Oh well. I really like these pens though. Okay, we did the scratch off word. Nobody needed help with the birth chart, so that's not even my fault that I didn't do it. Oh, we did the book recommendations. Oh my gosh, we did everything. Except I was going to offer to pick an animal spirit for the year. Someone gave them to me for Christmas. They're nice. They like I've had dual tip pens before, but these are like super fine. And I like that. I've had them before where they were kind of like, there wasn't much difference between the like there's a huge difference between this. But this is almost like a paintbrush kind of. And then that's like super small. I've never heard of this brand before. But I like it. All right, so I was going to pick if anybody who's still here would like an animal spirit to walk with you throughout the entirety of 2023. I got a new animal spirit deck. I'll pick one for the collective to go with our play card, at least. An animal spirit for the collective for the year of 2023. What animal spirit wants to play with us? Gray heron. Wait, what? Introspection and patience and play. Doesn't really go good together, but let's read about the gray heron or heron. Air. What? Oh, these aren't in alphabetical order. What is happening? I was like, what? How is this not air? Oh. Oh, it's a water. Duh. 91. The scientific name is Ardea cinerea. It lives in temperate zones of Eurasia, Africa, and Madagascar. Wait, do we not have them? I watch over the swamp ready to attack my prey. How long have I been here? I sharpen my mind, let intuitive thoughts rise up from the water, then I take flight. My wings the color of rain and air. I return to my home in the sky. Sometimes we cross ponds and marshes, both real and symbolic. We might observe the lush life in these busy places, but we might also feel ourselves drown, unable to proceed. Thus we must look to the heron nearby. There he is, crouched in silence, ready to jump at a fish or a frog. The land, water, and air are his realms. He moves on long legs across the first hunts. He moves on long legs across the first, hunts in the shallows of the second, and soars through the third. There are many species of heron, including the great blue heron, the great egret, and the bittern. Ovid claims that, like the phoenix, the heron was reborn from the ashes of Ardea, the city burned by the Trojan hero Aeneas, giving its name. With great determination, it can wait for the right moment to feed or migrate elsewhere. It's always headed for home. I could see how that is like in some way related to like allowing, like not necessarily like always trying to achieve and do, like always having to be acting on something, allowing yourself to take time off and play and be patient and allow for that introspection too. Guess I could see how they are related. Legendary Jigs, hello, how are you? I'm pretty good tonight. Your greenway tributary near the lake has a family of similar birds. Well, that's what was kind of strange. It said Eurasia and Africa. Are they not in the US? I mean, I guess not. We're here with the animal decks again, Legendary Jigs. Tea time talks would like an animal. You guys check out the Legendary Jigs. They are also a tarot streamer here on Twitch. You're welcome. I don't know why there are so many great streamers on here, and I don't know why I'm for some reason never able to catch a lot of them. And yours are one of them. That for some reason I never catch them. Alrighty, can we have a animal spirit for tea time talks? Aw, friendship and loyalty with dog spirit. Don't understand the order. Canis lupus familiaris. That's a good idea, Jigs. That's what I did last year, and now I'm still trying to figure out how to get in that second stream. But for the most part, I only stream Tuesdays, but this is just a extra special stream today. But I feel like I've only done that like once or twice this year. Once I switched to that Tuesday once a week, I'm always like, I'll get to another stream another time, and then I never do. But this is like one of the rare times that I do. Um, all continents except Antarctica for the puppies. I trust you. Your voice is the most beautiful sound to my ears. I am a companion, a friend, a shelter in hard times. I know how to defend and protect. I won't forget who was good to me. I choose to be honest and loyal every day. As the scientific name indicates, the wolf and the dog are the same animal, or rather, the dog is a domesticated version of the wolf. This is man's oldest friend. The relationship began as mutually beneficial. Humans guaranteed the food and shelter, and dogs offered protection and defense. Over time, spiritual characteristics of friendship and unconditional love developed. In Greek mythology, dogs are companions to Artemis, the goddess of animals, and in Egyptian mythology, the god of the dead, Anubis, has the head of a dog. The dog is given the job of watching over the soul. The Assyrian Babylonian people believed dogs had psychic powers that allowed them to see and feel danger. Loyalty, devotion, and trust are gifts of the dog. This might make them seem naive, but let us remember that it is better to seem naive than to never trust anyone. That's a beautiful animal spirit for this year. Um, I'll just pull one for you. Don't worry about sounding demanding. We're doing a craft stream tonight, but I just decided to pull some cards at the end, and I'd be happy to pull one for you. I feel like the dog spirit should have gone with the play card. Like, what's this patience heron thing we've got going here? Obviously, I'm not very patient. Don't worry about it. I didn't think it sounded demanding. In a van down by the river. Alright. This is an animal spirit for the year 2023. Whoa. Anaconda. Camouflage and imbalance. I'm scared. Eunectus morinus. It's a reptile. And they live in South America. Those who ride on my back enter the cave. Wait, sorry. Rewind. Those who ride on my back enter the river like it's another world and learn where harmony is broken and where new existences are born. Everything at the beginning is immobile. I blend into my environment. I break the mold and bring change. I marry the human and the divine. In stories from Amazonia, the anaconda is connected to the medicine of sacred plants, specifically ayahuasca, which it brings as a gift in an encounter between a human and a woman anaconda, who can take on both appearances. A cosmic snake, a feathered body, the drawings on its skin represent a journey of initiation and an irresistible strength that can also lead to a powerful imbalance between our limits and the desire to establish a relationship with the world. After all, like always begins with division, disharmony. To attack its prey, which it slowly digests, it can mimic its surrounding environment, and thus it teaches us to look around and recognize the potential of our environment. According to legend, the anaconda can swallow a human, but this has never been proven. In myths, the humans ride this multifarious snake and learn its primitive strength. I didn't know that it was associated with ayahuasca. It's interesting. It's a very interesting deck. Something your ex-wife would call you? Eunectus marinus. The order is, I didn't say this part, the order is, the class is Reptilia. The order is Squamata. Very interesting. All right. Oh my gosh, is it really midnight already? Jeez Louise. What's going on in the Twitch lands? Oh, Moranus. I guess nobody had any questions about the zodiac signs. Oh my gosh, am I really gonna get to raid Medium Jenny Lee? Holy moly. That's cool. How do I do that? Like, my brain is not... You know what I should have done? When we did that meditation, I should have taken a break and gotten more water and, like, gotten up and walked around, and you guys could have done the meditation, and then I can just do it anytime. I feel, like, so brain dead. What am I doing right now? Why did the music stop? I don't know. Like, I realized that halfway through, and I was like, I'm already here. I'll turn it up. This is, it's, Nemo's Dreamscapes. They blend, like, old music with, like, this one has ocean sounds in the background, and sometimes it's, I don't know, it's like random dreamy stuff. I really like it too. Oh, actually, I think I still have my screen share up. I can show it to you. I found it because they I doing? What is happening? How do I get rid of that? Oh, okay. Jeez Louise. Yeah, this is the... I found them because they have an Alice in Wonderland one. I found them... Well, they have a bunch of Alice in Wonderland ones, but I found this one. Whoops. So this one has fire and rain in the background and old music. I guess that's, I don't know how they get away with copyright infringement. I don't know. I really like it. They have like a million videos that are all like this. What is ink spots? Is it? I don't know if I know that song. I feel like I'm gonna try to raid Medium Jenny Lee, and then she's gonna try to raid me. Dang, she's got a lot of people. Oh, they're a band from the 30s. I love old music like this. It's very calming. I always wonder like if I probably had a past life during that time period or something, or if it was just like my grandmother's influence. I don't know. It's very calming and relaxing to me. So then when you add like fire crackling and rain on top of it, it's just like perfect. Let's see. Well, she's got a lot of people there, so I really hope she doesn't raid me because I'm like not doing anything. Well, I hope you guys had fun setting up your planner and are ready to kick butt in 2023, and that you learned about the zodiac signs and all of the different elements, and that you now have an animal companion to walk with you throughout this year. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out, and sorry that you're catching the end of the stream, Jigs. I am just so very tired. Let's give Medium Jenny Lee some love. I always forget that she streams on Fridays, so this is really exciting. She does medium readings and tarot readings, so it's really, and spirit art, which is really interesting to watch. So maybe she'll be doing something creative tonight too. It was too late to learn. Oh, I'm glad that you're doing full moon stuff. That's great. Well, if you're interested in a moon planner to plan out your full moon stuff, I've got you covered. But I hope you can come on this raid with me. Oh, I think I have some of those things that you're supposed to use. You can copy and paste that. I did just upload a full moon meditation on YouTube. I thought it was a really good meditation. That's why I'm like so out of it. I'm like in La La Land. But thanks again, you guys. Have a good night and happy full moon.
kindred.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Is well, I'm not even gonna say it was probably. It was absolutely meant to be, kindred, that you were here this evening, so that you could bring this woman, this awful woman, in with you from wherever it is that she came from, wherever you lived in this awful place. But it was so that something could be done to help her. And I think